It is time for our Rise and Shine series. Today's stop, the magnificent state of Wyoming. Becky Worley is there. Good morning, Becky.
George, good morning. I am all in on the Cowboy State. Wyoming's so interesting. It's the least populated state, and during COVID, it fared better economically than many other states, in part because their tourism motto last summer was Wyoming is wide open. And from the views we've seen this week, boy, is it.
Wyoming is the great American West. Soaring mountains, raging rivers, geological wonders. But if you want the 10,000-foot view of Wyoming, come to the Jackson Hole Mountain Resort. To the top. We're going up 2,700 feet in 12 minutes, and when we get to the top, it'll be over 9,000 feet high. That's way up there. Wow. And as I take in the view, I realize I'm hungry. So a local fave, waffles.
COVID definitely took a bite out of our waffle sales. With limited capacity on all our lifts due to COVID, we saw our sales probably reduced by half.
So I'm all in.
My waffle choice, peanut butter and bacon. You gotta be kidding me. Warm, a little savory, a little sweet. Oh, man.
And think how this warm treat would taste in the winter. And this is skiing heaven. This is extreme skier Kai Jones, who calls Jackson his skiing home. At just 15, he is a phenom.
How old were you when you actually started skiing?
I started skiing when I was like 1 year old.
How do you start skiing at 1 year old?
When I started walking, my parents threw me on a little pair of skis.
His stunts inspire me, but my extreme is a little different.
Whoa! Wow, that's an extreme wedgie! Oh! Whew. I think I might lose my waffle. Oh my God.
But no trip to Jackson would be complete without a stop at Wyoming's landmark watering hole, the $1 Million Cowboy Bar, as famous for its genuine saddles for bar seats as it is for Western dancing.
I think there's something about the Western attitude that just sort of creates maybe a level playing field where everybody feels out here. They can play a little character if they want to, dress up a little bit. It doesn't matter who you are, that you're welcome in there.
And listening to live music in the Silver Dollar Bar inside the historic Ward Hotel that managed to stay open for all of COVID.
The Ward Hotel is authentic Jackson Hole. Built in 1941, and you still feel like you're in the West in the 1940s.
But Jackson isn't the only place to visit. Roam north and you find these woolly buggers. Karen Hostetler founded Mountain Meadow Wool Mill in Buffalo, Wyoming, dedicated to supporting local ranchers through fair prices and eco-friendly operations. They produce up to 40,000 pounds of wool a year. But when COVID hit, the business outlook frayed a little.
At that point, we just started marketing more to our online customers with kits where they could knit, and they got everything delivered to their door, everything they needed to create a project, and that really took off. People were knitting a lot in their houses, and so that kept us going really well.
As we gallop over to the Wind River Indian Reservation, it's clear the effects of COVID have been more nuanced. The Oldham family runs the Wind River Wild Horse Sanctuary outside Lander, Wyoming. They cull wild horses under a contract with the Bureau of Land Management, and they run educational tours to explain the complicated issues surrounding these beautiful animals. I saddle up with Jess to see them.
That is one of the most extraordinary sights I think I've ever seen in my life. To hear that sound and feel the ground vibrating, that's amazing. Horsepower.
Yeah, you can feel the vibrations.
There are over 90,000 wild horses roaming the West, and left unchecked, those numbers would increase, depleting water and grass resources that ranchers and other animals need.
COVID hit us hard. When COVID hit, we weren't allowed to do any tours, and we honestly couldn't because nobody was traveling.
One upside of COVID?
Everybody was home and they didn't have anything to do, so we had more people adopting horses. It's kind of interesting.
And horses in every form are at the heart of the Cowboy State. Here at the Moosehead Dude Ranch, guests ride, fish, and just soak in these incredible views to get a sense of the real West.
The state that's wide open, it's a beautiful spot. Obviously, the Tetons and Jackson Hole have its own beauty, but the state itself is a great place to come and kind of get that cowboy feel back.
Something you just can't help but feel as you experience all the majesty that is Wyoming.
Now you'll notice we didn't even mention the national parks because they have been inundated with visitors. The motto this summer for the Tourism Board, Wyoming responsibly. Make sure you have rock solid reservations and pack your patience, guys. But yeehaw!
You're pulling that look off, Becky. We have been saying you look great this morning.
Thank you, Becky.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.